What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons. In the last episode, we continue to get to work all around the island and inside the home, doing lots of decorating, crafting, things of that nature, and finally gathering the last of the stuff I wanted to actually make my island look relatively pretty. Today, we are going to be focusing on the fishing tourney once again, but I do want to show you that I actually got something from Reds off screen, and I'm very upset because there's not a lot of art pieces I need to get still, and he actually had two available that I really wanted to get. Now, this was actually at the treasure trawler, not at Harv's Island, meaning I had to pick one, so I picked this one, the perfect painting. The other one he had available was the common painting, which has not been so common for me, and I was not able to buy both, and I'm really upset about it. I also want to point this out really quickly before we go any further. Cherry blossom petals. Now, I gathered a few of these, but not too many. This is for a very brief window of time that I have actually completely skipped over, from April 1st to April 10th, where cherry blossoms are all over the place. Many of your trees turn pink, and you can get yourselves a whole bunch of cherry blossoms that float around much in the same manner as something like snowflakes or maple leaves in winter and fall, respectively. These can be used to make an entire cherry blossom set, but getting these DIY recipes basically is only gotten by shooting down balloons, which I will be completely honest with you, I spent 2 hours trying to wait for balloons to spawn, and in all that time, I got exactly 2 DIY recipes, a wallpaper and a flooring. So at that point, I was just like, is this even really worth it to show? It's for a very brief window of time, and yeah, the set's kind of nice. A lot of them are sort of riffs on other things like the pond stone, but with like cherry blossoms sort of added to it. It's a cute set. It's a very nice and pretty set, but like the amount of time and effort that would be required to go into something that lasts for barely any time at all, I wasn't really going to bother with it too much, so got some blossom petals. I guess I can turn these into a wallpaper or a floor, but that's really it. Just wanted to go over that. But today, there's two things. One, it's the fishing tourney. But two, it is also the first episode here in the month of April, and I got a lot to go over for new critters that are available this month. So, let's start with the fish. New in April are the killifish, the crawfish, the snapping turtle, the guppy, the neon tetra, the seahorse, the clownfish, the surgeonfish, the butterfly fish, and the turkey fish, or zebra turkey fish, excuse me. That's a lot of new fish, but we're not done yet because there's also a lot of insects to go over. For insects, we have the common blue bottle butterfly, the agrius butterfly, the Raja Brooks birdwing butterfly, the Atlas moth, the Madagascan sunset moth, the long locust, the darner dragonfly, the giant water bug, the jewel beetle, and the flea. And then we also have 2 deep sea creatures, although this one is much more simple, the lobster and the sea pineapple. That's a lot, and out of all of those, there's exactly one that I need to get my hands on before this Let's Play is all said and done, and that is kind of the secondary goal of today's episode, is to see if we can catch that. Now, it is available at this time, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., so I kind of wanted to, like I said, kill 2 fish with 1 stone, as I also go after a lot of the rewards that are going to be available for the fishing tourney itself. I'm going to just take care of a few things around the island first. Before we do that, sort of show everything in its proper place. I did manage to make myself the flower wagon, which I put over here. Was able to get that done finally after my hyacinth sprouted, and I actually moved those somewhere else. Got the chessboard set up, so this whole area is now complete. And as you can probably see, I relocated a lot of my lily of the valleys. Not every single one of them. I actually ended up getting rid of a few, just because I had so many. I didn't know what to do with them all. Suffering from success, am I right? No, but seriously, needed to get rid of a few because I just had like way too many after such a long time being at 5 stars. And so I actually just kind of redistributed them around the cliffs, because that is kind of, where they belong, but I just wanted to put them in a way that they were going to actually make more sense aesthetically. There are a few that I left on the ground level in other places too, but for the most part, I am pretty happy with where they are all at now. Okay, so I got a lot of stuff in my pockets right now, and that is not really conducive to a healthy fishing tourney environment. So what I'm going to need to do is, after I dig all of these things up, I'm actually going to take care of putting them all away, or dropping them all somewhere for a bit, so we can get to work, and that includes all of my wrapped gifts. I'm not even going to bother with giving gifts to all of my villagers today. I am instead going to just focus on the fishing tourney. Hi, CJ. Right back. Oh, and there is actually one more thing I need to show you guys before we get this episode started. So, on that same day where I ran into Red's treasure trawler that was sitting just outside my house, I went to go give some gifts to a few more of my villagers, and I managed to get myself one more photo. That's right, I finally got Kiki's photo, the one that I had been coveting the most. It's here. I also decorated this room just a little bit more with some more exclusive items. I only put the silver HHA trophy up there just because I haven't gotten the gold one yet. Birthday candles, just, because that is a very exclusive item that you only get on your birthday. And then I put a bunch of my mom's stuff around the place just to kind of liven it up a little bit more. And also because those are exclusive seasonal items. So lots and lots of special items that you can only get once in this room aside from the table and the couch. Now, that pretty much covers everything. Let's get to fishing. So, as much as I want to get as many points as I possibly can to get as many rewards as I possibly can, again, I need to keep on the lookout for that guppy, so I'm going to try to stick to the rivers more than the ocean this time around. But how you doing, CJ? Anchor in the premiere event of the fishing sports season. Shine those hooks and get ready to get your reels ready. Here we go. Rules of the fishing tourney are easy. You got to catch as many fish as you can in 3 minutes. Okay, we're going to be doing this quite a number of times. That'll be probably the bulk of the rest of this episode. I mean, we don't have too much time left in this episode, but it's fine. Sign me up, and we'll talk about the swag a little bit later and what my plan is with that. Just got to catch 3 fish to get the bonus. All right, here we go. So I'm going to head up here. There was a fish right over here that I wanted to get. Man, you are all in a line over there, aren't you? Okay, can I reach from here? Let's find out. This is just a small, so it's not going to be the guppy that I want, but I'll still catch it anyway. You always have to focus there. I know I always go quiet, and I'm sure some people are like, dude, just don't worry about it. No, I have to. I have to do this. If I ever stop doing it, if you've been watching this entire Let's Play, you know that I cannot stop. I cannot continue to talk ever and try to focus on catching a fish. It just is not something that's going to happen for me. Okay, ooh, that's a pretty small shadow up there. I don't think that classifies quite as a tiny shadow, though. I can check. Nope, I'm pretty sure that's a small. The chairs are in my way. Hold on. I can go around them. I went the wrong way. Okay, it's fine. Man, I'm wasting time here. This is not going to be a good point total. That's okay. This is going to be more of a marathon than a sprint. Because I'm trying to be more demonstrative here than I am actually accomplishing. I am going to actually do quite a bit of off-screen fishing as well, just to make sure that I get absolutely everything that CJ can give away for this tourney, because of, something that I'll be demonstrating a little bit later. But for now, let's check up here. Okay, there is one up this way. These are all small shadows, though. None of these are tinies, which is kind of my problem here. I'm not going to end this episode until I've caught a guppy, though. That's going to happen. Even if I have to cut to it, it will happen. The funny thing, too, is they're not even all that rare. They're kind of uncommon, but they're more common than all of the 3 goldfish types, as well as, they're even more common than things like red snappers. They're only worth 1,300 bells, so it's not the hardest thing in the world to track down. But man, I cannot get the shadow size I need. They're all the wrong size. They're all one size up from what I need, so I'm just getting lots of bluegills and crucian carps. All right, come on. See if we can find ourselves a better shadow size here. I'm going to run up here. Oh, here we go. Well, that's large. That's probably just a black bass, but I'll still catch it anyway. Still need the points. Oh, my gosh. See, and then that's what happens when as soon as I throw off my rhythm, I freak out. And I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. And then I always end up pulling too early, trying to time it. I cannot believe I failed on that. This is why I'm bad at fishing, guys. This is why I'm always terrible at it. Oh my gosh, I'm only going to get 4 fish from this. I guess this is what happens for fishing the rivers. My rivers are also not set up in the way that is the most conducive to fishing success. Because there's too many dry spots. Yeah, I'm not going to get this in time. All of these had way too many bites too. They're like, oh, we're all going to take our sweet time. Okay, well, you're not even going in the thing, so I'm just going to release you, because I don't actually need you if it's going to take that long. That was pathetic. What did I get here? Hold on. I got fishing tourney. Okay, so for actually participating in it, I got a little bit too. Well, I haven't done a single fishing tourney since the July one. My goodness. Long time ago, I skipped the other 2. That's okay. But grab that. And then let's head back and see what we got. I also have a few fish that are like stuck in my my storage that I should probably pull out and try to sell because some of them are actually really valuable. Let me actually go and retrieve those really quickly. Some of them aren't. Like I have like a bluegill in there for some reason. I don't know why. But I also have I think a piranha and a soft-shell turtle, and then a dorado is in there, which is probably the most valuable one. I think I'll leave the piranha just because it's so hard to get those, and they're available in such a small window. Why do I have a pale chub, too? Like, there's a few fish in there. It's just like it does not make sense why they're in there, and I didn't just get rid of them immediately. All right, let's take a look. Favorite anglers, how was it? Fish you caught are all partying in the cooler. You don't want them, I'll buy them. I need fresh fish. First things first, check out what you got. Showed 4 fish with a solo bonus waiting in 3 or more. 6 points. Not great. Okay. So still didn't even get enough. Let's see. Had a look in your cooler lately. Sell them all. Cool, got it. It's not going to be worth like anything. Yeah, they're all like useless fish. Cool. Can I like... Let's see if there's anything that cool... Hold on. Okay, I always forget how to do this correctly. Hold on, just a second. I'm going to go, there's something else. Something else. Live stream needing fresh fish. Yeah, I got fish to sell. I do have fish to sell. Let's sell some fish. Okay, I want to get some money out of this. There we go. That Dorado is going to do most of the heavy lifting, but still, I will take it. 34,000. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 20,000 of that, or possibly even 30,000 of that was just one fish. So... I will take it. Man, getting a lot of my money back. Also, I do see the balloon creeping into frame, so I'm going to grab that. It's just a blue balloon, though. Those are usually resources, so probably not the most valuable thing in the world. Patchwork low table. Never mind. That was actually pretty great. All right, let's go and do this again. All right, another unsuccessful run, but I was able to get 6 that time, I guess. It's like slightly better. Let's see my points. It's probably, what, 8 points, 9 points? Yeah, 8 points. Okay. Points pool. You got enough points in your pool. You can swap for some fish swag. All right. I'll do that here in a second, but let's sell them all first. It's not going to be much, but it's at least going to cover my attempt fee every single time, so I'll take that. And then some. But I'm just going to keep going at it, man. I got so many fish to catch. All right. I want to compete. Let's just go again. And I'm just going to do this one more time, and then we're going to see what kind of swag we can get out of this entire situation. Man, this game is so 2020. I'm pretty sure like it was already kind of a little bit of an outdated term then, too. But yeah, whatever. All right. Here we go. Oh, they didn't count that one? Are you kidding me? Man, could not have been any freaking closer. All right, you're going back in the river. Ay. Once again, unsuccessful. These tiny shadows, man. It's the pale chubs and the neon tetras that are faking me out every single time. But we'll keep trying. Okay. I'm going to keep going at this until I get the darn guppy every single time. Oh, my gosh. 8 points. All right, I think what we can do is we can at least take a small break. And let's trade in all of this stuff for a little bit of the swag, and let's see what we actually get out of it. Sure. I love how I'm getting, like, incrementally more bells every single time. All right, pack of the gills. Let's see. Something else. Yeah, live stream. Yeah, got fish. Okay. Saw my points for swag. Okay, 25 points. So I think it's for every 9 points, if I'm remembering correctly. Fish drying rack, cool. Take it. I think I'm only going to get 2 out of this. Can't use that one. Fish rug. Yep, that was it. Okay, so I think, yeah, it is 9 points. But it could actually be 10, honestly, now that I think about it. But I will still take it. I also need to go and repair my fishing rod anyway. But the main reason I want to get this stuff, this is the entire reason I'm doing this, is because if I can head up here. And actually, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this properly without putting myself in trouble here. You know what? Let me do this. Oh, but will I be able to do this with the flower there? You know what? Let me try. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Okay? Start construction. Information for construction. Island designer app is ready. Here we go. Okay. So let me go into no. Well, no, I do want to go into the cliff construction mode. Can I hit this? I can. Okay. Cool. Fish drying rack. How big are you? Oh, you're too big. Hold on. I see. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Not done. Here we go. I'm going to put it like that. Perfect. Okay, let's go back into the cliff construction permit. Oh, wait, but I'm not going to be able to... I'm not going to be able to make this at an angle, am I? Maybe? Let's find out. Oh, come on. Ah, shoot. Darn it, it's just a little... It's a little bit too hard to wiggle around and work with. Come on. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Go right there. I was really hoping I could make this all fit, but it's just not working out for me, man. Not working out for me. We'll fill in one more. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let me just put the fish containers down. I'll put the drying rack somewhere else. You know what? Maybe I'll put that like on the sand or something. So let's put that away. Right. That's as far as it's going to go. Okay. I'll have to put something, see if I can put something that's maybe like a single spot down there, if possible, instead of two. But the drying rack, can we maybe put it here? Oh, I keep going to the wrong one. I can. Hold on. Push that all the way up against the cliff. Slide it. Yeah, okay, there we go. I like that. So this is what I mostly want to do with all of these fishing-related things, is I kind of want to use it to decorate that area over there, make it sort of like a fishing dock of some description. But all right, I'm going to go and repair my fishing rod, and I'm going to get right back to it. So give me just a moment. Oh my gosh, I got it! Yes! There it is! Thank goodness. Oh, and everybody witnessed it too. The entire line of villagers. There's like 8 of them all lined up in a row there. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, we finally got the guppy, everybody. I got to remember to go and retrieve that from the cooler. I cannot let CJ buy that one off of me. That would be a big problem. All right, let me finish out this run, and then we'll be good. I'm so glad in this game that the waterfall doesn't like mess with the fish and make them run away. In earlier Animal Crossing games, if they got too close to the waterfall, either at the bottom or the top, it would actually scare them off, even if you were actively trying to catch them. But not a thing in this game, and thank goodness for it. All right. I'm just going to catch whatever I see. I don't even know why I'm staying on this path that I was taking earlier to try to find a guppy. It's not really doing me any good, especially when I could absolutely be just ocean fishing right now and finding fish at a much steadier rate. Let me check the top. Okay, there is one up here, although it's probably just a crucian carp or a bluegill. I swear, crucian carp are the sea bass of the rivers. They are absolutely freaking everywhere, although there was that one string where I caught like 5 loaches in a row. And that sucked. All right, come here, you. Speaking of crucian carp, there it is. I called it. All right, I'll run down to the ocean really quickly. This ocean's probably where I'm going to do the rest of the fishing tourney from throughout the day. But I accomplished my goal, and that was the main thing, was getting the guppy. Only 1 fish remains. Thank goodness. Although we're not going to get the yes or whatever, you know, from accomplishing that, but whatever. Come on. Ooh, could be a red snapper. Oh, no, zebra turkey fish. Okay, I was hoping that was a red snapper. That would actually sold for a little bit, but no! Okay, also, I'm going to just grab that while we're killing time because there's no way I'm catching another fish inside of 6 seconds. All right, back we go. I'm going to have so much fishing to do after this episode is over and done with, but I got what I wanted done. All right, open up the cooler. Hold on. Give me my guppy. Thank you, and good night. All right, let's talk, CJ. Favorite angle? Yeah, fish you caught. Cool. You don't want to buy them? Yeah. First things first. Let's see what I got for points. So I'm going to probably get a couple more. I think I can get 2 more pieces of swag, so I will do that after I sell these to him, and we'll see what he gives me for it. I think there's like 10 total items in this set, so I have a lot of fishing still left to do. I think I got a couple in my first fishing tourney, but I don't actually know exactly how many. All right. Nothing that I'm actually going to use for my my little dock over there that I created, my makeshift one. So my points, please. 21, so I can do 2, I think. So the fish wand. Okay. Cool, thank you. And sure, why not? What did I get this time? Okay, that's an actual furniture item, and it is a fresh cooler. Okay, I actually like that one. I'm going to go and put that down because that's actually going to come in handy. Cool. Or at least it looks good. There we go. Everything I wanted to do in the fishing tourney was accomplished. Now we can go and donate our stuff to the museum. I actually left the perfect painting in my house because I wanted to try to donate both at the end of today's episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put the cooler right down here. Oh, that's bigger than I thought. For some reason, I thought it was only like 1 square big, but no, it's 2. That's actually huge. Can I put it like right there? There we go. I like that better. And what? Let me see. Can you use your... Okay, that's right. Yeah, you could change outfits here. That's so funny. It also is allowing me to customize the wand. I don't think I've ever actually demonstrated the wand to change outfits, but I know I had a wand before this. But basically what you can do if you turn this on, so you hold the wand and all you do is you cast it. It'll say you haven't registered any outfits, but if you cast it, you'll basically get a wheel not too dissimilar from this wheel right here. And then it'll allow you to swap between those outfits on the fly, which is something I really ought to do so that I'm not having to go back. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but I've tried to be diligent about wearing something different in almost every single episode I've done. And it would be really annoying, it'd be a lot easier if I was able to just... have a bunch of registered ones, so I didn't have to go and do that at the beginning of every episode and go, what do I want? In fact, I could register pretty much the rest of my outfits for the rest of my episodes of this Let's Play if I really wanted to. But, okay, I guess we'll just finish this episode by doing a few of the last... What do I want to call it? The cleanup things, I suppose. A couple things. Actually, first, I am going to go talk to my villagers. I won't be able to give them gifts because if they're actively fishing, they do not count, and it's not going to give you that option. So just talk to each one of them, and these will be quick conversations, so this will allow me to get my Nook Miles Plus right here. I'm sorry, Kiki, I don't mean to make you nervous, but you can see that immediately registered as 3. Say plus, and then we'll get 1,000 Nook Miles. I have a lot of Nook Miles, man. A lot. The thing that's been killing me the most in this Let's Play, though, has been not having enough Gulliver appearances to be able to get everything that I wanted from that set, but also so that I can get all the rusted parts to eventually build the Robot Hero. The Robot Hero was something I would have loved to have finished in this Let's Play, but I am so not even close to getting it that it's, at this point, just a completely foregone conclusion that I won't. It's probably further away than even the completed art exhibit, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I think I only have, like, 10 pieces, and then there's maybe, like, 2 or 3 sitting in the, what do you call it? The recycle bin. My goodness. Okay. Anyway, I am actually going in here for a good reason, though, although I guess I can check that thing just really quickly, because I almost never do. Let's take a look. Oh, there's more than I thought. 1, 2... I mean, I still need 30, and I've only got, like, 10, so this just puts me about halfway there, so it's still... not that great, but hey, at least I can go and throw all of these in my storage, get some iron nuggets while I'm at it, and then I'll leave the wavy tile wall. All right, Mr. Nook, I actually need to talk to you about something, but I don't know if this is going to be allowed, but we're going to check this together. I alluded to this in the last episode, but let's talk infrastructure. Everything we can discuss about bridges and inclines. All right, let's build a bridge. I'd like to make a new bridge. Go ahead and pick one from our catalog, please. It is going to let me do this. Wow. Okay, I almost don't want to go all the way with this one. I mean, I don't know. Because I'm, like, thinking about what those areas look like. Because this is going to be the closest to the Bistro Cafe area as well as the Carnival area. I don't know. I mean, I feel like these are a little too undersold, but I've done way too many stone bridges. I almost want to do a wooden bridge. I don't know, maybe a brick bridge would also be cool too. I think I'm actually going to go with the brick bridge. And that's going to be a lot of my money. But I wanted to wait until I actually had enough cash to do it, which is why I was waiting for CJ to show up. So I got the marker, but I am actually allowed to put this down, so that's pretty cool. Let's head on out of here. And let's go and figure out where I'm going to put this and how I'm going to orient it. I might have to do a little bit of adjusting in that area. We will see. I hope it doesn't knock out one of my trees over there either. I don't know. We'll find out. I guess none of it really matters. It's all very fixable. So, okay. Let's take a look. So what I want to do is I want to try to put this at an angle if possible. Something like this. Place a bridge. Okay, so I think I need to do I need to widen the river more? I might need to widen the river more. Here. I think if I just make this part more symmetrical, or you know what? Actually, I think I only need to knock off one part. Oh, but that might be too far over, won't it? Because this is the ideal spot right here. So maybe fill in the gap a little. Just one spot. Here, let's try it. Okay. Island designer. I think this is going to knock out this tree, though, and I will be a little sad about that. I'll have to plant another one near it, because I don't want this area to be so barren. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. So water permit. Let's go, like, right there. We'll try to... Here we go. Let's go like this. Is this going to work? It is! Yes! Let me imagine it. Let me see if it kills my tree real quick. It doesn't! Oh, I love it. I'm going to say yeah, actually. I'm going to say yeah with that one. I'll just leave it at that, and then we'll just pay this off immediately, and then we can have ourselves a nice little brick bridge. Beautiful. 198,000. That's pretty much all of my money, but that is okay. I will say sure. I'm going to get a lot of money probably from this whole entire affair anyway. Once I start going ocean fishing and I start reeling in things like red snappers and barred knife jaws more, it's not going to be as much of an issue, and I'll get plenty of money out of all of this. But there we go. Reach our donation goal. Okay, so that'll be ready in time for the next episode. Probably clean that up a little bit. But now that we have all of our areas fully connected in the best way I possibly can, I'm pretty satisfied with that. All right, what do you say we end this episode by heading on over to Har's Island, as we have done so many other times? Oh, what am I saying? No, that is not how we're going to end this episode. Gosh, well, I do want to check his art. So, well, you know what? Let's go over there first. We'll go over there. We'll see if he has anything good. Maybe he has that common painting that I really wanted. I don't know. We will see. And if he's got anything, well, I will be sure to show that. But if not, then we can actually end this episode doing the other thing that I really need to do before all is said and done. Okay, I didn't show it, and the reason why is because he didn't have anything new. However, I will say, in a stunning turn of events, it was actually one of the few times that I've gone over there, and neither of the art pieces were fakes. So that was kind of cool, but yeah, it was just... what is it called? The Dogu clay statue or whatever, and then the other one was the basic painting. And yeah, they were both legit, but unfortunately, I already have both of those. So let me grab my perfect painting really quickly, which I had just left in my little kitchen area. Also, I double-checked on the rusted parts. Even after putting those 6 away, I actually only have 13. See, that's the sucky part, is they were very easy to get when Animal Crossing first came out, but in the update that added Gulliver, which came with the deep sea diving edition, actually... I think I do want to try to catch whatever this might be here at the top. I don't know. It could just be a black bass, but generally when something's on the cliff top, it's worth trying to get it. But just gonna check it really quickly. So pardon me while I get distracted for a second. Never mind. It was bad and dumb, and I shouldn't have done it. And I don't know why I always get distracted like that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, what I was trying to say was it was very easy to get those parts because Gulliver showed up all the frickin' time. But the Gulliver and Gullivar spawns have been split in half since then. So it's much less likely that you're going to run into him, especially, if you're skipping days and whatnot. So it makes it way harder because Gullivar does not result in any rusted parts appearing in storage after all is said and done. What you can do if you really want to be a dick is you can grab as many of those parts as you want to just to try to farm it, and just leave them in your inventory. And the next day, when Gulliver despawns, they will turn all into rusted parts. So that's technically the fastest way to do it, but I would still need him to appear at least 4 more times if I was to get it that way, and then forgo whatever gifts he was going to give me. Anyway, I'm going to make my donations now. We're going to put the Guppy and the perfect painting away. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we go. All right. So that only leaves us with 1 fish, and we are all said and done with our Critterpedia. Let's take a look one more time. You can see here, got the Guppy. All that remains is this fish, and this fish will not be available until next month. So I'm going to need to take some time and farm up some bait. But here's how the remainder of these episodes are going to go. So like I said, I have something on the docket for every single remaining episode in this Let's Play, which is going to make trying to do a lot of miscellaneous stuff pretty difficult. Next episode, I should have all of these stuff for the fishing tourney done, but we are going to then be worrying about a holiday that would have technically started today had it not been for the fishing tournament. That holiday is actually going to be concluding on the day of the next episode, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. After that, we've got another holiday that we're going to then have to go over, although it's a much more low-key one, but still one that I want to definitely talk about. Followed by another holiday in the episode after that. Then we're going to have an episode that is going to be solely dedicated to catching that final fish, finishing up our Critterpedia, and trying to get the last of our accomplishments just all rolled up in one episode and taken care of and done as much as we can before the last 2 episodes, which is going to involve yet one more event, and then, of course, the finale of this Let's Play. So, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons very, very much, and I'll see you all in the next one.